Am I overreacting? My husband deleted all his social media apps right before his surgery. My husband was scheduled for a medical procedure at the hospital due to some recurring health issues. He's still young, but has been dealing with chronic kidney problems that needed more intensive treatment. A few days ago, his symptoms flared up badly, severe back pain and swelling. I convinced him he needed to go to the so at 2 a.m. we were admitted. The doctors decided he needed a procedure under general anesthesia to place a temporary stent. Before they took him back, he had to give me his phone and other belongings to hold during the surgery. While he was in the operating room, his phone kept getting notifications. When I went to check if any were from the doctors or important family updates, I realized he had deleted Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, all apps that were definitely there just yesterday when we were showing each other funny videos while waiting in the This seemed really strange because he's always been pretty active on social media, especially Instagram, where he posts gym updates and connects with old friends. We've never been secretive about our phones or social media accounts. I'm probably just stressed and overthinking because I'm terrified about his health, but the timing feels weird. Why would someone delete their social media right before going under anesthesia? We did have some issues in the past before we were married. He had been messaging an ex-girlfriend inappropriately. I forgave him and we worked through it. Maybe I'm just exhausted and paranoid from sitting in this hospital all night worrying about him. We have 2 small kids at home and there's so much going on right now. I love him so much and I'm genuinely scared about what could happen during this procedure. Am I reading too much into this? Or should I ask him about it once he's recovered? Please be kind. I'm just a mess of worrying and sleeplessness right now.
Am I the jerk for asking my girlfriend to dress more sensibly on a walk? My girlfriend and I, both 30, go on this trail by the river sometimes. It is about an hour each way and most people are in casual or sporty clothes. The first few times we did it, she wore a maxi skirt and high heels, and I felt like it was really out of place. I told her after the last time that next time she should dress more sensibly. She claimed it was fine, but it is really out of place, and even if she won't admit it, she definitely struggles, particularly at the end of the trail, whereas is not paved. Everyone looks at her and she even gets a few comments, especially about the shoes, so I wonder if she does it for attention. We went again recently and she showed up in the same type of outfit. Long skirt, heels clicking on the ground, makeup done like we were going to dinner instead of a walk. I felt embarrassed walking next to her because everyone else was in athletic clothes and she stood out. I reminded her that I had already asked her not to dress like that for this specific activity. She told me I was being controlling and that she can wear whatever she wants. I feel like she is deliberately ignoring what I said, but at the same time, am I the jerk for saying something? I do not think it is unreasonable to expect her to fit the setting.
My husband started taking evening runs with a woman he met at our kids' daycare. I think this crosses boundaries. Am I overreacting? My husband, 30 male, and I, 28 female, have been together for 6 years, married for 4. I've been hurt by cheating in past relationships, so I'm probably more sensitive to situations that feel questionable. My husband decided to get serious about fitness this year and started running every evening around our neighborhood. He's really dedicated to it. Goes out every single day around 7 p.m. after dinner. I prefer morning yoga classes, so this has become his routine. Over the past few months, he's mentioned running into other people from the neighborhood and striking up conversations. There's one woman in particular, recently divorced, maybe 5 years younger, who he started running with regularly. Apparently, they met when both were picking up kids from the same daycare and realized they live nearby and have similar running paces. Last Tuesday, he came home later than usual from his run and mentioned he'd stopped for smoothies with a friend at that juice bar on Main Street. When I asked which friend, he seemed to hesitate before admitting it was the divorced mom from his running group. He insisted it was totally innocent, just a parents grabbing post-workout drinks and talking about training for the upcoming 5K. He swore nothing weird happened and that I know he's not like that. Our marriage has been really good overall. Even when we've had stressful periods with work and parenting a toddler, my husband has never given me real reasons not to trust him in 6 years, but this whole situation makes me uncomfortable. A recently divorced woman, daily evening runs together, stopping for drinks afterwards, the hesitation when I asked about it. What does everyone think? Am I being paranoid or should I be concerned about these boundaries? Have you ever felt uneasy about your partner's friendships? Comment your story below and don't forget to hit subscribe for more real-life relationship drama.
Boyfriend got mad because I said he's just my boyfriend. We have been together over a decade. We were talking about the past and why I said it felt like it was easy to walk away. In this conversation I told him that he is just my boyfriend, not my husband, and that's why. This upset him. I told him I don't understand why, because this is the role he put himself in and this is where he wants to be. He told me he didn't realize boyfriend wasn't the level of commitment to me as marriage. Like what? I told him it's that way for most people, to be honest. You're my boyfriend and then you get mad because I tell you that you are just my boyfriend when all you want to be is my boyfriend. Great.
Am I the jerk for telling my sister to shut the F up after she's been crying for weeks since her boyfriend broke up with her because of her cheating? My sister, 22 female, got dumped by her boyfriend of 2 years about 2 weeks ago. Normally I'd feel bad because she's my sister, but this time I really don't. She wasn't a good girlfriend to him at all. He worked, cooked, and kept their place together while she spent most of her time out with her friends. When she was home, she'd pick up a broom for like 2 minutes and act like she'd been cleaning all day. And she was also cheating with his childhood best friend, who's a girl. She would lie and say she was with friends, but she was actually sneaking around. Her boyfriend only found out because the girl posted a picture of an inappropriate photo of them together that was meant to go in her drafts. My sister came home to find her bags packed by the door. She begged him to forgive her, but of course he didn't. After that, she came to my apartment and has been staying here, basically crying non-stop. I'd hear her sobbing in the middle of the night, sometimes at 2 or 3 a.m. What made it worse is that she doesn't take any responsibility for what happened. Instead, she keeps saying stuff like it was her by awakening and that her boyfriend should have been supportive of her. Then one morning, she sat next to me while I was drinking tea and started crying again about how unfair life is. I just lost it. I yelled at her to shut the F up and told her she brought this on herself, that she clearly didn't love him if she cheated, and that I don't understand why she's even trying to win him back. She stormed off, called me a jerk, and hasn't talked to me in a week. Honestly, I don't really mind the silence, but now I'm wondering, am I the jerk for snapping at her and not being there to comfort her?
Update. Am I the jerk for telling my sister to shut the F up? After she's been crying for weeks since her boyfriend broke up with her because of her cheating, so I took someone's advice and went to talk to my sister in her room. It was really messy in there, and as soon as I walked in, she gave me this glare. I told her I needed to talk, and laid it out straight. She needs to get a job, split rent, buy her own food, and actually respect me if she wants to keep staying here. Otherwise, she's out. She definitely did not expect me to say that. She started going on about how I can't do this to her, that she's still trying to heal from her breakup, that she can't live with mom and dad, and that there's no way she's paying to stay at my place. I told her fine, then consider herself evicted, and that she needed to have her stuff packed and be gone first thing in the morning. She kept yelling, but I just ignored her and went back to my room. I don't know if she's packing right now, but I already called my parents and told them to expect her tomorrow. My mom actually understood where I was coming from and said my dad will be here in the morning to help. Update 2. Will be here in this same after she hopefully moves out. Thanks to the advice given, because I don't think I would have made this decision on my own, but I'm glad I did.